Okay, let me go see. You don't really have to do anything at this point. I just have to make sure.
I'm going to put some more flowers in my vase. Can I end stream? Okay.
Did you want to adjust your flowers? We're on. I mean, we've got you all set up. You want another flower?
I want to end stream.
No, you don't. You're on. There, you leave that alone. Let's do your flowers.
Well, nobody can see me, though.
That's fine.
I mean, I don't understand. I'm on, but yet I can leave.
I can't give them links unless you're broadcasting.
You already did?
Yeah. 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 Okay, there you go. They'll be patient. They know what the gig is, Mom.
How's that?
That's great.
Okay.
All right. There you go.
Okay, I don't know if anyone will be here today anyway, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I think you're okay.
I
I just posted it, so.
Okay, and it's now 3:58. Okay, I've got a couple minutes yet.
Now let's get yourself ready. All right.
So I don't have to do anything with this little clicker now.
You don't have to do nothing. At the end, you'll go end stream done.
Okay.
But until then, don't do that. I'll put this down over here.
Now it's 3:59. Okay. Well, good evening and welcome to Wednesday evening prayer with the Franclara Abbey of Peace and Compassion, a branch of the Teo community of Inner Spiritual Franciscans, a community that welcomes all faiths and none. I'm Sister Nancy, and I'm so glad you could join us this evening. First of all, I'm going to take a moment to light this candle. And I'm going to light it for the Teo community. and for our dear abbot, Brother Sean, and our assistant abbess, Sister Eleanor, and for all our friends and benefactors, as well as for all of you, and all of you who are going to be watching me by video at a later time. So this is for our unity and our love and our time together. Now, as I have shared in these few weeks, I will continue to share various readings and prayers from different faiths and belief traditions, as well as have a short quiet time and a time for prayers. Now, this evening, I have chosen some readings and prayers from, I call it none, because we say we welcome all faiths and none. And that is people who do not belong to any particular faith or belief tradition. They're welcomed. And I thought to myself, how am I going to do this? What kind of readings will I have? Well, I've decided that I'm going to use three philosophers and some poets. And that will give us an idea of how they relate to the world and spirituality. Now, the first one I have chosen is Confucius, and he lived from 550 BC to 479 BC, and he lived in China. He was Chinese, and he was a teacher and an editor and a politician and a philosopher. And they called him Kong Chi, which meant Master Kong. Now, I'm going to share some of his ideas about the ideal person. And he has several. He has ideas of how the ideal person will act and be. And the first one is the ideal person is benevolent, is compassionate. And 2 is the ideal person, he says, do not do unto others what you would want others to do unto you if you want to be an ideal person. And he said, family must be first, and they must all be treated with respect. The ideal person lives in moderation and strives not for excess and values compromise. And he believed that you are more than an individual. You are family and friends and community and nation and humanity. You are all of that. All is included in you. Those weren't separate from you. They were included in you. Now, pretty much at the same time in the West, Heraclitus was writing. He lived about 50 years earlier than Confucius, and he was in Ephesus, which is Turkey now. He's a very, very brilliant man, and he had some aphorisms that I want to share with you. And the first one is, no man ever steps into the same river twice, for it is not the same river, and he is not the same man. That's how he felt about impermanence, that the only thing that was permanent was change. His idea of the logos, that creation came out of opposition, and he felt that was the logos, creation coming out of opposition. And he said that even strife and the tension has a purpose. Because if there isn't a proper tension in our lives, there's no music. You have to have tension for harmony. And you need to harmonize your external logos through the proper moderation of your desires and actions and making them richer. Now, for him, logos did not mean the same and was not as was translated by John in the Christian gospel, where he said in the beginning was the word and the word was made flesh. To Heraclitus, it would be in the beginning was the vibration, the tension of opposition that made this harmony. So he would have used the word, if he had written that, and vibration was made flesh. He also believed that nothing to God is either good or bad. Everything is good. Even terrible things have their purpose. That it's we who consider them good or bad or terrible. And number 5, that our soul is dyed by the character of our thoughts. Our soul is dyed by the character of our thoughts. And number 6, we are most nearly ourselves when we achieve the seriousness of a child at play. Now, before we go into our meditation time, I would like to read this quote from T.S. Eliot. He said, "I said to my soul, be still and wait without hope. For hope would be hope for the wrong thing. Wait without love, for love would be love of the wrong thing. There is yet faith, but the faith and the love are all in the waiting. Wait without thought, for you are not ready for thought. So the darkness shall be the light, and the stillness the dancing." And now I'm going to have a soft gong, and we will go into 5 minutes quiet time. Before we go into our prayer time, I want to tell you about some very, very interesting people. There resides in North Afghanistan a remote settlement that has existed for so long that no records remain of their origins. These are the brotherhood and sisterhood of the Sarma. The Sarmoni have often been accused of being Christians in disguise, Buddhists, Muslim sectarians, or of harboring even more ancient beliefs. Derived, some say, from Babylonia, and others claim their teaching has survived the flood. Their secret work school is called Sarmon Darg, which means the beehive. They have been known throughout the ages as the collectors of honey. So this school collects the human essence, just like honey, when it is dissipated during difficult times on earth, and they store it in special flasks. These special flasks are actually carefully prepared human beings. In this way, the knowledge of essence, which is an actual material substance, has been preserved and passed on to other flasks. And in times of need, these flasks or containers are sent out into the world to give out a particular substance of whatever density or profoundness that can be absorbed. And I am hoping that right now, in our particular time of need on this earth, that they are sending out many, many, many containers, human containers of these essence to help us, that we can also absorb and be more whole. Now I want to read you something adapted from a Sarmon recital, and it's called Knowing. I who know and do not know that I know, I am asleep. Let me become one, whole. Let me be awakened. I who have known but do not know, let me see once more the beginning of all. I who do not wish to know and yet say that I need to know, let me be guided to safety and to light. I who do not know and know that I do not know, let me through this knowledge know. I who do not know but think that I know, set me free from the confusion of that ignorance. I who know and know that I am wise. By my presence alone, humanity may be transformed. We who know and do not know, we are asleep. Let us become one, whole. Let us be transformed. We who have known but do not know, let us once more see the beginning of all. We who do not wish to know and yet say that we need to know, let us be guided to safety and to light. We who do not know and know that we do not know, let us through this knowledge know. We who do not know but think that we know, set us free from the confusion of that ignorance. We who know and know that we are wise. By our presence alone, humanity may be transformed. So let it be. Well, hi, Linda and Mark. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad to know that I'm not all by myself. I'm going to start off the prayers here with one by Wendell Berry. He says, "And we pray not for a new earth or heaven, but to be quiet in heart and in eye clear. What we need is here." I also found just a generic prayer for peace. It's, "We pray to God to eradicate all the misery in the world, that understanding triumph over ignorance, that generosity triumph over indifference, that trust triumph over contempt, and that truth triumph over falsehood." And I found one also by a woman named Abbey Willowroot, and she said, "Make me strong in spirit, courageous in action, gentle of heart. Let me act in wisdom, conquer my fear and doubt, discover my own hidden gifts, meet others with compassion, be a source of healing energies, and face each day with hope and joy." Now, Linda or Mark, do you have any special prayers that you would like me to pray for? Well, if not, then I pray for any intentions that may be in your hearts, that they be made manifest. And I pray the metta prayers of loving kindness for all humanity that is suffering, that they all be free from suffering, to all be safe and secure in their inner and outer beings from all harm and danger, that they all be peaceful and happy, and that they all dwell in the deep ease of well-being. And I pray for all beings everywhere, all beings, tiny, tiny beings, like insect beings, right up to giant beings, like elephants, or tigers, or humans. That we all be free from suffering. We all be peaceful and happy. That we all dwell in the deep ease of well-being. And I especially pray for the Teo community, that we be shown our next indicated step of what we need to do and be in this world for transformation. Amen. Well, now it's closing time. I'm going to blow out the candle now. And I blow it out with gratitude for our time together. And may our unity and love continue as we leave here this evening. And may you all have peace this evening in your hearts. Namaste.
In the in stream, you'll have to click first to get the mouse. You won't see it until you click there. Okay? And then end, and then it will say, "Are you sure you want to end your stream?" Yeah, and why isn't it ending? This is very weird. anniversary. And that's weird, Mom. I don't know what to do with that.
Well, we're in a loop, so I'll get
Once
out
you
of the
get
way
up,
now because it's over.
Yeah.
Hope I didn't go too long.
No, you did not. Not at all.
Okay.
Oh, it was very wonderful. And it won't let me stop.
I tell you,
This is getting annoying. It's kind of bumming me out. I don't know.
Huh.
Huh.
Take this off until we get the air back on, and then I'm gonna go drink my coffee.
Well, you know, you're going to really piss me off here.